Hey, Friday night. I thought I'd just kind of do a check in, let you know about where I am in the process with my knee. It's amazing how many times in my life and my life as I've uh, chosen to live it more consciously, how often my body, relationships, money, but particularly my body, um, takes me into situations that I might not have chosen. Say that. Um, I may have mentioned I went to see a knee specialist 2 days ago, 3 days ago, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. Anyway, I had an expectation this guy was going to discuss the possibility of knee replacement, but also the possibility of different treatments. Um, didn't happen that way. Um, I walked in, he had my x rays, he had my MRI on his computer, and he said something kind of like, "How about the middle of February?" And I'm saying, "Well, huh?" He said, "We have to replace, your knee needs to be replaced. Your knee needs to be replaced." And so he points out this and this and this and this. I have quite some arthritis, but I also have some knee damage. And yeah, mind he says, and they also said this. I got this evaluation when the MRI was read at the hospital, and my family doctor told me, he said, it doesn't matter who looks at this X-ray. They're going to tell you to replace your knee. So anyway, by the time I got done talking with this doctor, it's like, okay, I'll do that. I'll look at this process. There's pre-op physiotherapy. There's pre-op vitamins, supplements, and I thought, okay, not not my plan, but I there's a part of me that also, when there's something going on, it's like, hey, come on, let's get this shit done now. Let's whatever it is, practical. Let's get this done. And so I noticed that I went in there open and I came out there very, say, prejudiced um, to the surgery. Let's get it done. Here we go. And that's for me. That's not it. That's not my way. I experience things in a process, and so that kind of shift for me is a signal that it's time to begin a process. And that what I had going on there as a consequence of that discussion was a reaction. And what I want in my life is I want clarity and inner guidance. And I know what it sounds like and what it feels like when I'm being reactive. And so, yeah, I accepted that's what was my invitation to move a bit back more toward neutral. Uh, doesn't mean no to a surgery in February, but it means that I want to go back to that more neutral place. And so I had I I felt guided to go to YouTube That's an interesting thing. If you're interested, is to go on YouTube and look up knee replacement surgery. And the procedure that I was going to have was going to be with robotics as a support for the procedure. And it seems to be, yeah, it seems to work really good. And I'd been told, hey, you get the knee surgery, yes, you'll have pain from the procedure, but you will not have knee pain. It'll be gone. It's gone. It's just, it's okay. It's done. But you have to go through this recovery process, and it takes quite some weeks, and in some ways, some cases months. But I went and saw my physiotherapist as part of my inspiration, and talked to him about what do you know about preparations for and recovery from. And so I sat there and I listened to him. And again, I'm kind of going through this process knowing that at some point I will have not this accumulation of data, which is what the knee specialist gave me that said surgery in February. It's this process of being with me and asking the questions, because I know it will guide me to my quiet, to my intuition, to my yeah. So then I went unexpected the next day. I stayed in bed late. I think I was a bit confused and maybe a little bit depressed because I gave some thought to, what does that mean to do wintertime in this old house, which I heat with wood and coal, and this is this house requires work to live in. This is not an easy house. I like it. I love it. I love this old place, but it requires work, and things break and need to be fixed, and so it's like, what am I going to do? It's like, no, got to get back to neutral. But this movement also creates, again, a process that I know emotionally. And so I chose to stay in bed late the next morning, and I'm going to go for a swim. It was not on my agenda at all. And I went to the pool, and I know that when I'm doing training, exercise, swimming particularly, running, sometimes not so much inside bike riding, but outside bike riding, I will have inspirations. And so I'm doing my swim and feeling more open, and yeah, I was remembering some things that the knee specialist had said, which was it's going to have to be replaced, but it doesn't need to be now. Um, it's just that you're going to continue to have pain. It's going to be a challenge to do your life, but not having the operation is not going to make it worse. It's just going to be you having pain. You're not going to do damage that replacement is not going to fix. Replacement just is replacement. So whatever I might do to my knee before surgery is not going to screw up the surgery. And so, yeah, there were things that he said that had not gotten through really the first time, and I thought, okay, I don't have to do this in 2 weeks, and what could be a good option for me? And I went and saw my family doctor yesterday, and he said, you could go try this, and he said, yes, you need to get your knee replaced. It's not a good knee, but you might try this, and then you can kind of move a bit more slowly into this process, and and that idea, it's like, okay. Now, of course, my mind says, yeah, we do this because and because and because, and it's like, no, I'm not looking for because. I'm looking for clarity. I'm looking for this yes, and so I can say right now I don't know when I get my knee replaced. I I can say that I'm choosing to get some treatments that are said will relieve a lot of my pain. That I can begin to do some very slow jogging. I had been told to stay out of saunas. I can go back to doing saunas. I got a knee brace, not a knee brace. That sounds metal. Don't want to sound metal. It's silicone. It gives me some support when I run, so my knees not quite so floppy. Run. Let me also qualify that, because I don't run. I jog. You know, my doctor and I, we got a little confused because he said, "Oh, you shouldn't run," and I said, "Well, this is how fast I run." He said, "Oh, that's not running. That's not running. That's jogging." So I can jog slowly, and I think I'll do that for the first time tomorrow. And yeah, so today for me was kind of a reset. Um, uh, Sometimes things are changing on the outside. Katja was here for 2 weeks, and she went back to Germany, and then this thing with the knee and the knee specialist and the knee surgery. Oh, and watching the operations and the videos about the recovery process and the testimonials and yeah, then talking to it's an interesting process, and I take my process very seriously, and it's important for me to find that inner quiet because I don't believe in right or wrong, and I don't believe in good or bad, and I don't want to be affected by because or whatever follows. Why did you choose to do that? It's like inner guidance, peaceful heart, peaceful mind, um, and I'll go on an adventure. I mean, wherever I choose to go, it's an adventure. So that's a very long update, hey? I didn't expect it to go that long. I thought I might talk about another topic tonight, but no. Nope. I do have a topic coming up. I look over there because I got a note. It says, talk about judgmental mind. So that's coming up. Something to look to look forward to. But tomorrow you'll get some postings in relationship to. I think I'm going to do a easy run on my treadmill and some strength training. And yeah, have an amazing Friday night and a fantastic weekend. And check in with you later, huh? Pow.